All right, hey, this is Detroit coming to you, and I am TJ Hemphill, and
Kimmy Kimmett.
hey, Kimmy, good to see you.
Good to see you, TJ.
You are watching Seasoned and
Spicy.
Spicy, yeah. How's everything going, people? I hope you are having a wonderful day. The temperature is perfect here in Detroit. I don't know about where you live, but it's like sunshine, 75 degrees right here in the Motor City.
Mm-hmm.
I called my son earlier. He lives in Orlando,
Oh,
and the temperature there was 101.
never mind. Not ooh.
And they also reported although it was 101, it was feeling like 110.
Mm-mm.
That's pretty hot.
Mm-mm. Nope, nope, nope.
That's pretty. That must be what hell feels like.
Yep.
You think hell's probably worse, huh?
I mean, they might be neck and neck, but either way, I don't want no parts of either or. So,
All right. Well, listen, we just want to welcome everybody aboard out there on YouTube, on Facebook, on IG, and we're just glad to have you be a part of our show. We got a lot of things in store for you. As you know, this is crazy season in Washington as usual.
oh my
Mr.
god,
Trump
here
is
we
at it
go.
again. And we say that almost every week, don't we?
I know
He's at it
every
again.
week.
But he never stops.
He just cut up every week. He like a
Yeah.
little kid that just like you can't keep them on punishment.
I tell you, I'm not sure about this president. Is he your president? Did you? No,
Absolutely
I won't
not.
even ask you if you voted for
You
him.
know I didn't. You know I didn't.
Trump is trying to figure out how he's going to deal with this Jeffrey Epstein situation. And of course, Ghislaine Maxwell, the notorious Ghislaine Maxwell, she's right in the middle of everything because
Mm.
Trump, of course, could pardon her if he wanted to. She's in prison for she got a 20-year prison sentence.
Now, who was she
This
exactly?
this is the lady that's involved in the sex trafficking. She was Jeffrey Epstein's partner.
Oh,
I
she was the
mean,
right hand.
yeah, coerced and recruited hundreds of young girls and
Wow.
set them up essentially like a prostitution ring. They were there to entertain the high profile figures, and maybe that's what everybody's afraid of. Who is on that
Mm.
list? There is a list of people. Oh my gosh, this is some real drama.
Absolutely. And honestly, the whole thing is just sick in itself. And I hate to hear anything about sex trafficking, but I think it makes me even more angry when I hear that it's women who
Hmm.
are in charge because you know what it's like to be a woman and
Yeah,
to put other women, vulnerable women, in that
yeah,
same position.
yeah,
Like, what goes through your rabbit mind in order
yeah,
for you to even be okay with these
yeah.
type of
Yeah,
things?
yeah. So on the screen, you're looking at Trump, of course, a younger Trump and a younger Melania, and of course, Jeffrey Epstein. And there's
Mm.
Ghislaine Maxwell, the
She threw.
notorious one.
She threw too.
Yeah. Now here's an interesting story. An interesting story is that she recruited this young girl to be part of this sex trafficking thing, and she recruited this young girl to also, of course, give sexual favors to the different men that would eventually be a part of the scheme. Okay,
Mm.
and so this young girl then was coerced, according to Trump, away from Mar-a-Lago and began to work for him. She was working for
Mm.
Trump in the spa,
Mm-hmm.
in the spa.
Uh,
Okay.
mm. In the
And
spy,
in the
huh?
spa, in
Mm.
the spa. And she was coerced by Epstein to work for him. Trump supposedly got angry and mad with Epstein. And the young girl went on to do the things that they were doing. Of course, she committed suicide recently.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. See, this is a real sad story,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
a real treacherous one, a real dangerous one. So I mean, I don't know. It just seems like our country is so set up. We have such a proclivity for this whole sexual trafficking sort of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and now, of course, we've on another front, we have athletes who are gambling like crazy. I mean, they're already making millions of dollars, and then you want to gamble. We're going to talk about that a little bit later here with about Gilbert Arenas. But this whole thing with Trump is just it's out of hand. Trump's in a bad spot. I'll tell you why he's in a bad spot. Because on one hand, it would serve him to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell, because maybe she'll keep her mouth shut.
Right.
But on the other end, if he does that, the American people, of course, will jump all over him, because you're talking about pardoning someone who's responsible for nearly 1,000 young girls being caught up in this whole sex ring.
I mean, like, how could you even justify that?
Exactly.
That's the question. Like, literally, how could you justify that outside of the fact that it's like a hush hush type of thing, like how they have hush money, like you have hush jail free, get out of jail free card at this point. I'm not understanding. But to me, he's doing more to implicate himself more than he even realizes. It's
just really, really crazy and very sad that the president of the United States of America could put himself in a position like that, and to put our country is now probably the laughing stock of the world, because on one end you've got a guy who's strong arming everybody, who is responsible for all these tariffs going up, taxes and whatever else, and look, isn't it the same guy that says on day one he's going to stop all the wars? What, has he stopped any?
Absolutely not. And are we not engaging more in war? That is not even between us. It does not make any sense whatsoever.
You've got young people being killed all the time. Russia is still invading Ukraine. Thousands of people have been killed. You've got Israel still striking citizens of Gaza, young kids dying in their sleep. Yes, in the starvation aspect. And you can't even get the food. This is a sick world.
I mean, Trump destroyed a bunch of food that was supposed to go to Gaza. And it's like, why? Why? First of all, it is starving people here in the United States. So even if you wanted to be a jackass and not send it to Gaza, you literally could have fed the homeless people here in the United States, but instead you decided to destroy all of the food. And for what?
That's what you call insanity.
Absolutely.
It's insanity.
Absolutely. He needs to be in a mental asylum.
Something's wrong. And of course, there are some people who already believes that he is in the early stages of dementia. So I wouldn't doubt it. But it's sad that we call this man our president, a man who has essentially forsaken democracy. He could care less about democracy. He talked about being a president who would bring law and order back to the United States, when he himself has broken the law. I don't know. You can't even count the number of times. Yes, and also wants to change the Constitution. They're redistricting lines in Texas. They want to create new districts in Texas that would allow them to have more Republican representatives. So Trump is trying to get ready for the midterms. So what that's going to do? That's going to cause the Democratic states to also redistrict and draw some lines to increase the numbers to try to keep the playing field even. So anyway, it's just crazy.
Isn't that illegal?
Well, it should be illegal. Let's put it that way. It should be. Men playing games with politics and people's lives, and that is what upsets me, because at the end of the day, we have to deal with people who eventually bring in laws that allow the country to completely eradicate Black history, Black achievements. I mean, think about it. When you were in high school, okay, we don't have to even go back all that far. But when you were in high school, I'm sure in your history books, you didn't read anything about the Tulsa riots.
Absolutely not.
No, no, I know you didn't. Because I taught history, and even when I began teaching history, I was not aware of the Tulsa riots. So that just shows you how effective these Republicans can be when it comes to whitewashing
Oh
Black
yeah.
history, anything that has to do with Black history. It's
Oh yeah.
ridiculous.
I mean, and if we're being honest, the only thing we've ever been taught about our history is that we were slaves, and then
Yeah,
after
exactly.
slavery we had Jim Crow.
Yeah,
Like, what were we before that?
yeah,
We
yeah.
we don't discuss those type of things. We don't talk about Black Wall Street and how we were thriving, because
Right,
that's not the thing that they want to embed in our
right,
children's mind. They
right.
want to embed in us that we're slaves and that we're less than.
Yep.
Which, at this point, it seems like a pure pissing contest
Yeah.
between these leaders, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
it's
They don't talk about Wilmington, the business section of Wilmington, which had like Tulsa had a very thriving Black business section, and eventually, of course, it turned into a complete chaos and riot. And but that's Black history again being whitewashed, and most people
Absolutely.
don't even know about that. Of course, it was easy for me to know about the riots in Detroit because I was there as a young kid watching the 67 riots. It was a mess. And but knowing what really was happening, and that was kind of escaping me. I didn't really understand all of it. All I know is I saw people running up and down the street, having broken into various stores and carrying televisions and radios and whatever else they could carry. It was a mess.
Yeah.
And what I hated about that, you know what we did? We, as Black people, unfortunately, we destroyed the businesses that were in our communities, because they were run by white people. So you would have thought that somehow or another we would have, if we wanted to riot and tear up stuff, then let's go out in their neighborhood and tear up stuff.
Absolutely.
But we didn't. We tore up things that were benefiting us. And it didn't make sense, but that's what happened. And
I mean, I think when you're just in the midst of turmoil, like, you don't have that sense of like that. Let me think about the decisions that I'm making when you're literally in an environment of pure turmoil, and it's just like, what can I do to show? Like, it's almost like, let me show them this is what you're doing now. This is what I'm gonna do, and it's unfortunate, However, I think we're just so very miseducated on a lot of things.
We are. It's very unfortunate, and I just want to recognize a couple of people who have joined on with us. Paul Hemphill, you know what he said?
What do you say?
I'm kind of diverting from what we've been talking about,
Okay.
but it is Black. But Paul says, "I love the fro."
Oh, well, thank you.
So
I gotta represent, Black Queen here. So
yeah. Hey, listen, let me share with all of our viewers and listeners. You can call in, by the way. You can call in with your comments, and I'll give you the number that you can call in. So if you want to share something with our viewers and things that we're talking about in the program, it's a very easy number to remember. It's 313-859-8858. 313-859. What's the rest of it again? 859-8858. Okay. My production manager was holding up the board and then she took it away. I'm thinking, okay, hold up, wait. Can I just read the number first? All right. So, but feel free to call in, and of course, we will be delighted to read your comments or to talk with you about it. So again, we got Ed Gaines on, and thank you for joining us, brother. Michelle Dash, I think it is. And again, thank you for joining us. We are just excited. All right. So we are talking about Black history being whitewashed by the American government, the government that is supposed to be by the people and for the people. What people were they talking about?
I have no idea, because it's not us. I mean, if you go to the History Channel and you always be behooved, because if you look at anything like with Egypt and the pyramids, everybody is white. How?
Yeah.
How? And it's in Africa. I never understood that.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's a little bit on the national front. And we've got a lot of other things that we're going to talk about. I should have mentioned that tonight's program is being sponsored by Commonwealth Community Development Academy, and we're going to talk a little bit about those guys. And but again, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about fashions and relationships, and we're going to talk about some problems that some of the Black athletes are having. So hang in there with us. You're right here on Seasoned and Spicy. We're going to go to a break right here, and we will be right back with more from Seasoned and Spicy.
Don't go nowhere, y'all.
My name is Faith Smith, and I'm currently a sophomore at the Ross School of Business at University of Michigan. For me, it all started here at Commonwealth. Although Commonwealth has traditionally always been a smaller institution, it worked in my advantage by instilling in me greater confidence and a propensity to succeed. I used to be in a classroom just like this one where I learned math, science, and reading. And you can be sure here at Commonwealth from pre-K to 8th grade that your child will receive a quality education.
All right, that's a little snippet from Commonwealth Community Development Academy. It's a small school on Detroit's east side. Their motto is small enough to focus on every child and big enough to chase every dream. So I think we lost our camera here. So let's see here. We're going to continue to talk anyway and see what we can do. Sorry about that, people. Those of you that are on Instagram, you are still with us.
Yep, you're still with us. So
So
let's
hang
get
in
it.
there.
Let's get it.
All right. So anyway, that was Faith Smith. Let me tell you a little bit about Faith Smith. This is a young lady who just a phenomenal young girl who just extremely intelligent. In fact, I had the privilege of teaching her from 6th grade through the 8th grade.
Aww.
And yeah. And one of my favorite students, and just was a young lady who just decided, hey, I want to be somebody. I want to be somebody. She was not going to allow her neighborhood, her the people who wanted to be negative or whatever. She wasn't going to allow any of that to keep her from reaching her goals. And now she is a sophomore at the University of Michigan in the business school, Ross Business School. You know, that ain't no joke.
That is lovely.
That is not
we love that. Come on, Black woman, Black excellence at its finest.
We give Faith Smith a rousing round of applause, just doing a tremendous job. Sorry about that interruption. Again, technical problems do occur every time.
That's all right.
Or not every time, but sometimes.
Huh? I said we back like we never left.
Right. I'm sitting here with my girl Spicy. She of course brings the spice to the show, and I'm so happy to have her on board with us every single Thursday at 8 p.m. And I overheard a conversation earlier in the day. And one of our people who work with us, Pam Stokes, she was amazed that to find out that you were actually a model and that you have done modeling.
TJ, why are you putting me on the spot like this?
now where can people go to see some of the pictures, of you in terms of your modeling? Is there a site or something?
My Instagram
is
always up and running. Unfortunately, my Facebook is on a hiatus right now.
On a hiatus, but the Instagram, the IG,
Instagram,
how do they get there?
All you got to do is search me at Kemets, KEMETS _rising.
Wait, KEMETS, Kemets
_rising.
Okay, rising. Okay, and you're going to see some of the most phenomenal pictures of a young Black woman who's just doing her thing.
I appreciate that so much.
Hey, look, talking about fashion. Let's talk about some fashions here. Okay. Athletes today, I'm trying to figure, I guess because they make so much money, they could care less what they have on, Who is this story? We got somebody on the screen. This is Cam Newton, I believe it is. Cam Newton and DK. Yeah, just look at him first. All right, we got Cam Newton on the left.
Oh my
and
God.
What is that he has on his head? What is that?
It looked I don't even know. It looked like some locks that's like Penta with the grandma. It's this grandma scarf that's wearing me out. Like, and it's tied underneath the chin.
I mean, it's like,
if you ever want to see these photos or these videos, check out TJ Hemp Hill on Facebook, guys. Don't worry. But it's the grandma scarf that's wearing me out, and it's tied in a big bow, and he just looks ridiculous.
Yeah. That is the craziest thing. What is wrong? I mean, they're making a ton of money. I guess they feel like, because I'm making so much money, I can just be who I want to be. Is this what's really, is this the thing that's really in your head? Is this what you really want to be?
I think so. Oh, Deanna said Cam Newton dressed like a drunk auntie.
Oh my God. This is crazy. All right, DK Metcalf, what does he have on?
He be wearing me out with these crop tops. You a grown man.
Wait
like,
a minute.
why are you trying to show off this little belly you got?
Well, isn't that's what women do?
That's what women, and trust me, in the summertime, I love me a good crop top, okay? But I don't want my man wearing a crop top with me.
A crop top.
Yes.
That's what they call them?
Yes, because you
top.
Crop it. It's
you
a half
you
shirt.
Crop it?
Yeah, it's
okay.
cropped. So it's a half shirt, and I just don't understand why he got his little belly button showing. This why?
I don't know, DK Metcalf. I don't know what you got in your mind there, but in any event, now let's go to the next one here. Who is this? That's Odell
Beckham.
Oh, Mr. Beckham. Is that a new trend? Is that what is that?
I don't know.
I would never wear that.
These shorts and this oversized vest shirt is also wearing me out.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Since I don't like any of that, am I old fashioned or what? I mean, they call me seasoned because of older.
No, let me tell you, that is what you call spicy.
That's spicy.
And a little zesty.
Oh my gosh. So if you saw a man that looked like that, would you be comfortable going out with him if he was just like Cam Newton?
Absolutely not. I love me a masculine man.
Okay. All right. So they got up the other pictures before I asked for him, but that's okay. Who is this on the left here? That is none other than, who is it? Kyle Kuzma? Kyle Kuzma is out of Michigan. I think the Flint area. And but he
wasn't dressing like that in Flint. I can tell you that right now.
No. He would have been run out of Flint.
Okay, he'd get beat up.
Oh my God. And he's 6'8", so he stands out.
Oh Lord.
Did you say oh Lord? Here we go.
Oh, say no.
Here we go. It don't matter about the clothes, ladies and gentlemen. He's 6'8". He's 6'8".
No, it matter about his clothes. That look a mess. No, I don't want that 6'8". No, thank you.
Okay, all right. Well, he wears some wild stuff, So, and this is Jordan Clarkson. He plays for the New York Knicks.
He looks like a decent young man.
Okay.
He has on some slacks and a nice cardigan or something like that. I think he looks very nice.
Okay. All right. I'll accept that. And then we've got, who else do we have here?
Oh, my Shay Shay.
Oh, her Shay Shay.
I actually think that Shay is one of the best dressers in the NBA.
Okay.
If I'm being quite honest.
If you're being honest.
Yeah, okay. I think he dressed very well.
He's pretty cool, dude.
He still sticks to his masculinity, which we love. But the other people, I don't know. They
Paul says concerning DK Metcalf, he says we used to wear those and we call them belly shirts. Now I just don't remember.
Who is we?
Not
no men.
That's what I'd like to know. Who is the we that he is talking about?
No. I don't want to see you at the gym with no belly shirt on. Don't take your shirt off if you want to show your little belly.
Okay.
You can show your chest and everything. No. Dana said, I don't want to see no grown man belly button. And Deshaun said he gonna be going out alone.
Okay.
And I agree.
Oh wow. Fashions. Where is it going? Where is it going next? Do you have any predictions?
Some foolishness. They already wearing skirts and dresses and everything else.
Skirts and dresses. I don't know if we have any pictures of that, but I know there are some out there who are wearing skirts. And now they do that over in Scotland, places like that. But not on a regular.
That's a kilt. And
that's a kilt.
That's
listen,
traditional.
she's so cultural. That's a kilt.
it's a
That's a
cultural
kilt.
thing. But to just be out and just, like you went in
Yeah.
your girlfriend's closet.
You think it sends a different message about the man?
Absolutely. Because
Okay.
where is the masculinity at these
Okay.
days?
Okay. This is behind the preposition, by the way. That's another story.
TJ, come get him, y'all.
But in any event, you're right. I think it sends a different message. Now, they may think that, well, they're being independent because they got all this money and everything's cool. But I don't know. I think it's taking it too far.
No, I don't like it.
I think it's
As a
taking
woman, I don't like it.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Well, there's so much more in the news. And we're going to talk a little bit about Gilbert Arenas.
Man, oh man.
Gilbert Arenas. This guy right here.
So
Talk to us, Spicy.
Yeah, he was arrested on Wednesday and accused of running a high-stakes illegal gambling ring out of his house in California.
Wow.
Now, he is facing federal charges on account of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling ring. He has another count of operating an illegal gambling business, and then another count of making false statements to federal investigators. Now, of course, these are all accusations, but if he is charged and proven guilty, he faces up to 5 years for each of these charges.
Wow. I want one of our assistants to pull up the amount of money that Gilbert Arenas has made in the NBA. Now, this is crazy when you stop and think about this for a moment.
Absolutely.
Young men coming out of most of them coming out of rough neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
You get an opportunity to play in the NBA. You make all this money, and then you want to just get greedy. And what I made in the NBA is not enough. I see opportunities here. To make even more.
I just don't understand. Like, even if you do want to make more money, like, how many opportunities do you have because of just your name? You could do so many different.
Now, how much has he made?
Baby,
$160 million he's made from just playing basketball. Think about that. And you want to now put yourself in a position where you can go to jail.
Not jail, prison.
There's a difference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I've only been to jail. I've never been to prison. They came and got me one time.
You said only one time.
Just one time. I might have been about 22, 23. They came and got me, Spicy. I sat there in that jail. Oh, mama.
So I ain't gonna never do it again.
Never gonna do it again. Never gonna do it.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, man, jail ain't no joke. But I can't even imagine prison.
No.
Jail is just like a holding place,
Right.
But you're talking about roaches and rats and all that kind of stuff.
Beyond that, you're talking about being in a place with murderers and rapists and all.
Man.
Ooh, child.
So this man who's made over $160 million is willing to give up a beautiful life for more money. Isn't it? I think that I'm not going to church on you guys, but I think the scripture says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. And this is so evil.
Well,
I mean, come on.
He came out the next day, so Thursday, he posted a video on Instagram, and his caption said, "This ain't got ish to do with me. I just rented the house and I wasn't a part of the activities."
Okay, Gilbert. All right.
I don't know.
All right, Gilbert. We'll accept that for now.
Maintaining his innocence.
And what about Malik Beasley from the Detroit Pistons? I mean, this guy set the Pistons on fire. The fans are all up, and I mean, when I heard about his association with this gambling situation, not that he's been proven, because he hasn't been proven guilty yet, but still, the fact that he's no longer a Piston, he wanted to be a Piston. He was happy to be here, and now he's no longer part of the team, all because of his association, perhaps with gambling. Oh, this is just the craziest thing you ever heard.
It really is crazy, and I'm just wondering, like, do they?
And they're not the only ones.
Of course not. I'm just wondering, like, do they think that they're not going to get caught because of who they are, or they think they fall under the radar or something because of who they are? But I think, like, you're more in the spotlight because of that.
Yeah.
You're gonna always be up under fire and under scrutiny. So what's done in the dark will always come to light. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
Well, anyway, young basketball, football players, hey, you are blessed to be able to have the skills that you do have and to be able to make the kind of money that you are making. Do something with that. You know what? Here's what I like about Jahmyr Gibbs. I read a story about Jahmyr Gibbs, running back for the Detroit Lions. He came into association with an abandoned baby.
Oh.
He adopted the baby.
Oh.
Said he's going to take care of him and make sure he has everything that he needs. And like, isn't that amazing? Now that's the kind of.
You know what?
Yeah,
I hope
that's-
they win tonight because football is back, baby. It is back.
Oh boy, football is back and Spicy's excited. Okay, all right.
That's beautiful, though. I
That's-
really love to
yeah,
hear that.
yeah,
That is beautiful.
That's an amazing story. Here's another story. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg lost over, it is reported that he lost over 500,000 followers after he performed for Donald Trump.
As he should.
I mean to tell you, people, woo, they came down hard on him pretty quick. They came down hard on
As they
Snoop Dogg.
should. And I'm going to tell you why. So, first of all, in the first presidency, I don't know if you know who Chrisette Michelle is.
Of
but-
course. Look,
Yes.
hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold up, wait a minute. Did you all hear what Spicy said? She says she doesn't know if I know who Chris.
Listen, everybody don't
You
listen
know
to
what?
her.
You know what? You owe me an apology.
No, I'm so sorry.
She think I'm ancient of days. Okay, I might be a little older than her, but
no.
I ain't that old.
No, I think that she can be an acquired taste music wise.
Yeah.
So everybody doesn't listen to her. So that's what I meant.
Okay.
So, but she was under so much fire when she
Mhm.
performed at the very first inauguration for Trump.
Yeah.
And she was blackballed completely.
Yeah.
Completely. And they dogged her. And she still to this day is still suffering from that. But then Snoop Dogg and Nelly get to turn around and perform for the second one after he talks all this mess about Trump supporters and all this stuff. And you go perform
Yeah.
and you make us look stupid.
Well, in 2017, when other blacks were performing for Trump, he called those blacks zigaboos. He said they were Uncle Toms.
Uncle Tom, Coons, Jigaboos, all that
Yeah.
stuff. But
and
what
now,
does that make
and
you?
now you're performing for the same man. So I guess there's been some kind of conversion, but it's a wicked conversion.
And then he tried to come for the people that came for him for performing, which does not make any sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not understanding. And they don't get paid for this.
Yeah.
So why did you choose to do this? That's all I want to know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's a strange thing, and it's people are very shifty. Maybe that's the word I can think of right now. Anyway, we're going to come right back with more of Seasoned and Spicy, and we're going to talk a little bit about. I think my girl Whoopi Goldberg is in the news recently, and we're going to talk about her a little bit. We're going to have some relationship issues that we're going to talk about right here on Seasoned and Spicy. So stick with us. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Hey, Luxury Home Furniture checks all the boxes. I know, I've been a satisfied customer for years. Listen, one thing I love about this company, you don't have to worry about walking in here and salespeople pressuring you, following you all over the place. No. They just simply say, come on in, make yourself at home, and let us know when you need us. I love the furniture. It's beautiful. It's soft. It's gorgeous. It's comfortable. Luxury Home. Beautiful place. Love it. Okay. All right. We are back. We are back with more Seasoned and Spicy. And Miss Komet has her followers on social media following her. She said, "Don't worry, we're gonna be right back. Don't worry about what we're talking." See, they're getting all the technical stuff.
That's so okay.
Yeah.
We love a good blooper, so that's
Right,
okay.
right. So if you're on IG, you catch the bloopers,
Yeah,
but you won't see
yeah.
the commercial. All right. So look, I kind of jumped the gun here. We said we were going to talk about Whoopi. We're going to save Whoopi until next week. We got some
Yeah,
interesting stuff about
yeah.
her. But meanwhile, we're going to go to a story about Shannon Sharp.
Oh,
Take it away.
man, oh man. All right. So, in the midst of football coming back today, and in the midst of the Pro Hall of Fame happening today, Mr. Shannon Sharp was fired from ESPN
Fired.
this week.
Fired. That's a Trump word.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Fired. So he got let go after 2 weeks after settling a $50 million sexual assault lawsuit.
Wait. Hold up. 50. What?
50 million.
Oh, shoot. 50 million. No, 50 million. That's a lot of money.
That is a whole lot of money. Now, this girl was
That's a lot of
supposedly
money.
his ex-girlfriend,
Okay.
but then she accused him of rape, and he decided to settle, and she decided to settle. And
Shannon.
you know, in secrecy, of course, without prejudice, as they say.
Ugh.
But outside of all of that, after settling, he was fired from ESPN.
Oh my goodness.
So he will no longer be hosting on ESPN, which is so very unfortunate.
That's sad.
But
Because he was good with that big smile.
yeah.
He was good.
And what's even more sad is his brother, his older brother Sterling, that used to play for the Packers, my favorite team, guys.
Wait. Wait a minute. Didn't you just go crazy about the Lions just a moment ago?
No. I
You
said
just
I
went
hope
crazy.
they win.
Oh, you just went crazy
because
about
he
football.
adopted
But the Packers,
yeah.
but the Packers is your
The
favorite.
Packers and the
Okay,
Ravens,
ladies
that's
and
my
gentlemen,
team.
and members of the press. Green Bay Packers
Oh yeah,
fan, and that is her team.
absolutely.
She is. You may not see her next week because we may blackball her from being on the show. But then again, she has a contract, so I got to fulfill that.
That is not. See how he's trying to get rid of me already, y'all.
I see. You know what? I tell you, when you think people are on your team, you better watch out, because I'm telling you, people will say whatever, and then they'll show you their true colors.
Oh my God.
Green and gold. Green? Really? Seriously?
Don't worry, because
It ain't even gold. It's yellow.
It's yellow. Is it yellow?
It's yellow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It look like relish and mustard.
And I'm also purple and black, and that's what you also got to know.
What?
Oh yeah, I'm a Ravens fan too. I got two favorite teams. Bite me.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Let you put some
She
pep in
said
it.
the Packers and the Ravens are her favorite team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what you can do, Miss Spicy?
What? What's that?
Wherever Shannon's going, you can go with him.
You ain't got a boo sound effect on there.
Dang, not first class. Right
Oh,
with Shannon.
my
Oh, that's not
gosh.
nice.
Oh my God.
See how
Anyway,
he treat me, y'all. That's
I'm just playing. We know you love our Detroit Lions anyway. We think
Anyway.
you like them.
Yeah.
So when they win the Super Bowl, I don't want to hear nothing about that's my team and all that. I want to hear none of that. None of that. We just don't want to hear. Don't jump on the bandwagon when the Detroit Lions crush the Green Bay Packers, stomp all over the Ravens and anybody else that's getting in their way. Don't jump on the bandwagon. Look at this look on her face. That's classic. Take a picture of it.
Yeah, because
All
that's
right.
never gonna happen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. You heard it. We're going to see who's right, okay?
Oh,
And if
yeah.
you think that I'm right, make sure that you chime in and say, TJ, you're right. And if you think that she's right, you can chime in and say she's right.
Let
Okay,
us know who y'all think winning.
all right, who's going to win the Super Bowl for 2026? Who's going to win it?
I
Okay.
want to know. But back to Shannon Sharp. So
Yeah.
he actually made a statement today, and he
Okay.
said that he really wished that they could have waited until Monday to bring out the news about him being fired from ESPN, because he hates the fact that it's overshadowing his brother being
Yeah.
inducted into the Hall of Fame.
It is
today.
sad. It is sad.
But I will say that his brother Sterling has been very, very supportive, and he told him, stop apologizing. Like, we're all human. We make mistakes. It's okay.
Yeah.
Which I love that, because they are the only two brothers in the NFL to ever be inducted into the Football
Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah. You know, speaking about, this is a perfect segue. Speaking about mistakes. Okay. Let's talk about that just for a moment. You know, we are in a very heated mayoral race here in the city of Detroit. We have a councilwoman, Mary Sheffield. We have attorney Todd Perkins, Chantel. I can't even think of her last name right now. And then you have Reverend Solomon Kinlock.
Mhm.
And there are others. There's a couple others. Okay. If I missed somebody, I'm sorry. I apologize. But recently here, it was brought up that somebody brought up this whole backstory of Solomon Kinlock, Pastor Kinlock, having been arrested and because he assaulted his wife when he was 19 years old. This is like what, 35 years, 40 years ago, something like that. I mean, when you talk about mistakes, here, first of all, who hasn't made a mistake at 19 years old?
Mhm.
Okay. And I just think this is the dirty side of politics. I truly hate it because they'll drag up anything that's going to give them what they think is an edge in winning. So it doesn't matter how much you destroy a black man, a person. And I just think it's awful. I think it's awful, because I know I have been to the church and I know Pastor Kinlock, and he is a good man, and he loves his family and he loves people. Now, whether he wins or not, that's not for me to determine. That's for the citizens of Detroit collectively, and it's for God, But the thing is that why would you tear down a black man who's trying? I can understand it if it's a black man who's doing a lot of evil things.
I mean, he does a lot for the community. I will say that.
Yeah.
However, playing devil's advocate, politics is a dirty game.
Well,
and
it
if
is.
you think on a local level, national level, when you put yourself in that position, you have to be open for that scrutiny.
Yeah.
Because they're always going to dig up that dirt, because for whatever our reason, I don't know who came up with that. That's always been a lot of what people run on. They pull the flaws of their candidates in order to because they want to damage their character.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you this. First of all, Reverend Kinlock, Solomon Kinlock, is not just a pastor or a religious man. He's an intelligent man. So believe me, he already knew that this was going to come out at some point or whatever. So I'm sure he was very prepared for it. And from what I understand, his congregation is solidly behind him. They're packing the place out. And listen, I'm not trying to advocate for one over the other. This program is an open program, and people have a right to choose whoever they feel is qualified to be the mayor. I'm just simply saying this: let's not pull our brothers and sisters down from a personality point of view, from a character point of view, just because we're trying to win a few extra votes.
Of course.
Vote on the issues. Vote on what people have done. Vote on the fact that you've got a good person running for the office. Okay. And that's all I'm saying.
I agree.
On that note,
I agree.
All right. And let's see how much time we got left. We are moving right along here on Seasoned and Spicy. I just wanted to add that little tidbit in there. And Mr. Sharp, you are $50 million less rich. And, the rest of us just wish we had 50 million to give away.
I guess he paid for each cheek, but hey. That's what Deshaun said in the comments. He paid for each cheek.
Right.
All right. So are you ready to get into some relationships?
Okay. Talk? All right. So we're going to talk some relationships.
Let's talk some relationships.
Oh boy, here we go. Should we go to a break first before we do that?
I think let's get into it.
She says let's
spend a lot of time
let's
on
go.
Other stuff. So let's hop right on into it.
Let's get in it. Let's go.
All right. So I got a question for you.
All right, go.
All right. So should your partner stop doing something they love just because it makes you uncomfortable, especially if it involves close interaction with the opposite sex?
So in other words, if your partner is doing something that puts you in close relationship with the opposite sex, you're saying should the person that you're with stop you from doing that? Is that what you're saying? Or become uncomfortable with you doing it?
So if you were in a relationship and you, let's say, oh, you write plays. So let's say you're acting in a play, right?
Okay.
And
I
you
direct
love-
and write. Yeah.
Right. So let's say you're acting though,
Okay.
and you love to act, but you have to do like romantic scenes with the
Uh-huh.
opposite sex, and,
Okay.
and you just love this as a hobby or whatever.
Yeah, right.
And your partner is like, nope, don't like it. Stop acting altogether.
Yeah, because she sees me with some fine chick.
She might be ugly. We don't know.
No, not with me.
Just because it's the opposite sex,
Okay.
would you stop doing what you love because it's making her uncomfortable?
Ooh, all right, people, you heard the question. Let's get some answers. Should you stop? Should you stop doing because it makes her uncomfortable? Well, first of all, I can say this: if you do stop, if she feels that way, it's because she doesn't trust you. So trust comes into play here. Now, what do I mean by trust? Well, if a person's going to get close to the opposite sex, well, like in a romantic situation, as you just described, there's always that chance that some sparks may fly or whatever. Maybe it's not just trust, but it's insecurity. Maybe she's insecure. I don't know. What do you think, people? Give me some answers here. Give me some answers. Should you stop? Should you change direction and put down the thing that you like doing because your partner is a little bit insecure about it?
So,
how do you feel about it?
Well, before I say, Paul said absolutely not. Ms. Deanna said find a compromise. For me, I do think it falls heavily on lack of trust, because I'm just thinking, like, what if there's not like a physical intimacy there? Like, that was kind of an extreme, like if you're in a romantic scene, but like, what if it's something like just a hobby and it just so happened to be like, you love to golf, right?
Yes, I love to.
What if there is a lot of women that's golfing? Should you have to stop golfing just because there's women there? Like, I mean, there's women in the world, there's men in the world.
I'm going to drive the ball. I'm going to shoot some birdies and I'm going to try to stay away from some bogeys. I could care less. If they don't like it, they have to take a hike.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's men and there's women in the world, so we're going to interact with them regardless of the fact.
Right.
So I do think that there's some lack of trust there, and maybe some insecurity.
Now, if you look at the other side of it, since you mentioned that as an example, if I'm in a relationship and I have a woman who is in a league where she's around a whole bunch of men, or she's just simply playing golf with 3 or 4 men every weekend, would that make me feel uncomfortable? I don't know. Probably not. I think it depends on who she's playing with, and then I have to trust the fact that she knows how to pick and choose her friends. Let's see, Pam Stokes, what she says is, I would let my partner do the romantic part, but I wouldn't watch it.
Oh, I like that. Okay,
So I
that's
wouldn't
a
watch it.
compromise there. So
Miss
Deshawn said it depends on what it is. So I was in a relationship before, and
you were?
Shut
I'm
up,
just-
TJ. Nick, it wasn't that damn funny.
Yes, it was.
I was
Go
one
ahead.
of my previous relationships. So I love to dance. Love to dance. I love to ballroom dance.
Yeah.
And so we have went out a couple times, but he didn't dance.
Right.
He didn't dance at all. So some people that I knew that did dance, I would dance with them.
Okay.
And it made him very uncomfortable. And I did not understand why, because I would, if anything, why wouldn't my partner
You know
want to
why?
join me?
You know why?
But if
I'm gonna just look.
if it does,
Wait.
if it does, why not join me? Why not partake in something that makes me happy?
Well, maybe he's not a dancer. Maybe he just still, maybe he got 2 left feet. I don't know.
So if you met me and I started off dancing, are you going to make me stop doing what I love to do because you don't do it?
Here's the thing. Here's the problem. Okay. And so I hear what you're saying, but here's the issue. Men today take advantage of women in ballroom dancing situations. We all know that. I mean, that's not something that is, they want to act like, okay, you want to act like you got your move on, you got your groove on, you got your fancy moves, but it's men, they love getting close to women. I mean, that, if I can if I can get a little touch here and a little touch there and get a little close. I mean, it goes on all the time in this stuff.
But
you
what
know.
touching we
It's-
talking about? Because like I wasn't touching appropriately.
You weren't?
No, because
Okay.
I'm not playing that.
Okay.
We're not playing those type of games.
Okay.
And if at any point it gets to that, then I will remove myself from that situation. So
Okay.
that I think that's where the trust comes in with your partner. But as if it's just a platonic thing and we're having a good time, and then once one song is over, I go sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. No, you have a good point. You have a good point. I won't debate that point. You know, what do our people say? What do people say?
All right, so Miss Deshawn, she was calling me out and said, "So you were dancing with other dudes?" Miss Deanna said, "I ain't know that."
Oh boy, I think I lost my Facebook page here.
Oh my goodness, I am screaming. So we got ballroom is different. If you shaking ass on a guy, now that's different. Ballroom is definitely different, and the partner was there. LOL. Is it ballroom or bar BAR room?
Okay, all right.
She's not sneaking off and slow dancing with them. So
Okay.
I think those are really good points. Like I think it also depends on the type of dancing that you're doing.
Okay. Paul
BAR.
says, we get some feedback here. Paul says that it would kill the whole entertainment industry. Paul, explain that, please.
I mean, you got a point.
I think I get what he's saying. Yeah.
What's his point?
Because, I mean, think about it. All right. Dancing with the Stars, right?
Yes.
Most of the time people in there are in relationships, but they have to dance with other partners. And sometimes it's a little close,
Mhm.
but it's entertainment.
Okay.
So I think I understand where he's coming from 100%, that it would kill it. And because if every partner felt that way, then nobody would have that freedom to have their own joys and entertainment and things of that nature.
Or like
Okay.
movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
Like an intimate scene. Somebody's if they allowed that to destroy what they had,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that whole if it's intimate scene would destroy people getting out of the industry.
Right.
Take
Right.
people out.
Yeah.
Zola Johnson says, I don't think they should stop. The person has to trust the partner. Seems like that's the key word. That's the key word, trust. Huh?
Yeah. Deshaun said, I'm sorry. If I saw my dude dancing with another female in front of my face, I'm sorry. I'm throwing a fit. Hey, I'm not mad at it. You know, it's all about individuality. So I get it. So
But at least they can admit that.
yeah, and that's the thing, that if you can admit it, and if we are able to sit down, have a conversation about it, and we can compromise, then we can, like, maybe you join me in some classes.
Yeah,
or
what's the
something
what? Yeah,
sometime.
what's the but okay, I'm trying to figure out what would be the compromise. Just to join you in some classes. So in other words, the man should decide. Okay, since my woman likes this, I need to go ahead and at least try to learn how to ballroom dance.
Or at least come with me
Or
or,
come with you,
something, or
yeah.
ballroom with me at home.
Does it work? Does it also work that way on the other end? You don't like the golf. You're a female. You don't like golfing is boring to you, and football games are boring to you. Basketball, watching that all night, that's boring to you. What, should you watch the game?
Oh, I'm coming in and joining the game, but that's just me. And
No, I'm not talking about you because we already know you like the game.
So I think that it is the same thing, because you are able to share things that you may not like it, but those are moments that you share with your partner to help you all grow together.
So what would be something that a woman could say to her man if she is doing something that he's been uncomfortable with her doing, and now he has submitted, now he's trying to learn how can you bridge that gap other than him just being there? Should he be the one that inquires about things? Let me put it this way. Let me go with sports because that's easier for me.
Mhm.
Okay. It's like if you decide that you want to sit down and watch a football game with me.
Mhm.
Okay. If you don't, the ref said 1st and 10. If you don't know what 1st and 10 means, then don't you think you should ask me?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I was going to
Okay.
say that, like,
yeah.
create that conversation. Like, you
Yes.
may not like it, and then once you start learning more about it, you may actually figure
Yeah.
out that you actually enjoy it.
And can I tell you something else? That when you ask your man a question like that, you know, why is it that they get a 15-yard penalty and then they get pushed 15 yards back, but the first down line is still way up there. And you said that they get a first down on every 10 yards.
Mhm.
When you ask a question like that and your man explains it, you know what that makes him feel?
Real good. I
Real
suppose.
good, real good. It makes him
Yeah.
feel like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm a teacher here.
And let me tell you, for women, because I know someone personally. She's married and she's been married over 20 years, and her husband likes to bowl and she hates it. She doesn't like to go, but he enjoys it. So she goes every single Wednesday to his bowling alley games, and she just goes and she watches because she knows that that's something that he loves. But on the opposite end, she also loves to dance. But he doesn't go dancing. He doesn't join her. And so there's a disconnect.
No
there.
reciprocation.
Right. And so there's a reciprocation in that too. You have to reciprocate with your partner. If you love something and they love something, but you want to enjoy it together, let's sit down, let's talk and say, okay, this part makes you uncomfortable. Tell me exactly what part makes you uncomfortable and what can I do to make you comfortable with it?
Okay. All right. Do we have another question?
What I got is a game.
Okay. She's got a game. Here comes the game,
yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
I
For the
love me
last
a good
5
game,
minutes.
y'all.
That was good conversation, by the way. Thank you for those questions.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we've helped some people here. Go ahead.
All right. The game is, would you check it or respect it?
Check it or check it means what?
So basically, are you setting a boundary and ask them to stop,
Check it.
or
check it.
trust them to do their thing if it makes you even if it makes you uneasy?
Okay. All
All righty. So we starting off dancing again. Your partner loves Latin ballroom dancing and competes keyword with a sexy partner. You don't dance. You check it or respect it?
No, I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check that all day. You don't know why? Because I have seen a lot of these Latin dances, and guys are holding the girls up, by their glutes and whatever. I'm going, no, no. I'm checking that. No, you don't get that kind of privilege. I'm sorry, fella. I don't know what your name is out there, but no, that's not happening.
So you said you checking it.
I'm gonna check it.
We got some people that saying they gonna respect it.
Okay, well, you go ahead and respect all you want, and then when next week comes, you can't find your man.
Oh my God. Okay, so we got their photographer who shoots lingerie models. It's their full-time career. You checking it or respecting it?
That's a good one. That's a good one. I don't know if I feel sorry for the photographer. He better be prayed up, fasted up, and and all the things that are necessary, because that's going to be that I have no words to describe. That could be crazy, but I respect it because it is your job. It's your job to photograph. But man, the photography that people have these days, I don't know. That's a tough one. What would you do, Nick? You respect that one, or you reject it? Which one?
I'm a cheerleader again.
He says
he's a cheerleader. I like it. All right, so we got respect. We got, was he a lingerie model before y'all got together? We got check it. How did they meet? All right, you know what it was already. Respect it. All right, so next. Hey, I'm with it. All right, they're in community theater. They're cast as a romantic lead with a kissing scene. You checking it or respecting it?
Because I'm in the industry and business, I'm gonna have to respect that.
Gotta respect it.
Respect
it.
We got a remark here by Janetta. Jen is trying to see what it says here. Ask a whole lot of questions as part of the date vetting process.
Mm-hmm.
Ask a whole lot of questions. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Yep.
So how many questions? But it's a whole lot.
I'm with it.
But I don't have to respect that. I have to respect that, because let's face it, that's the news that we see today. And it's, if you're going to be in that business, then you better make sure you got somebody that understands you and trust you, and you trust it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you have any more?
Yeah, I got a few more.
All right, real quick.
Y'all want to stay a little couple extra minutes over with us just so we can get these out? Because I think we're getting a lot of feedback and buzz from y'all. So I like it. All right. They work as a massage therapist and have regular opposite sex clients. Check it or respect it?
I just never agree with that one. I think that's just a no. No, I guess because I believe in the scriptures, and the scripture says, avoid the very appearance of evil. That woman laying there, that's evil.
Oh,
That's evil. That's evil. That man, look, you'll fall like Lucifer fell from heaven.
But doesn't,
You coming down, brother.
doesn't your own maturity come into play with that?
Your own maturity.
yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
All right. Well,
Lusting for the flesh.
yeah.
as we should not
You
do.
sow to the
That's-
flesh, you reap to the flesh.
There you go. You knew the scripture. I
Yes.
didn't, but you knew what I was saying. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
All right. Your partner travels often with a business colleague they have good chemistry with, and it's not you. You checking it or respecting it?
One more time. Say it again.
Your partner travels often with a business colleague they have good chemistry with. And it's not you. Are you checking it or respecting
I'm going to respect it because, first off, if that's happening, I got to trust my partner. See, so much of this comes down to trust. Comes down to trust. If
Mhm.
you ain't got no trust, you can forget it. The relationship is not going to work. Simple as that. You have to have trust.
That's good. I don't know.
Wow.
I think I might check that.
Spicy,
I might
listen,
have to check it.
these were some interesting questions.
I know I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence, man. All right, I got two more for y'all.
All right, you're going to do them quick.
Yep, I got you. We good. They train people at the gym and you notice a few clients flirt and your partner low-key flirts back. Are you checking it or respecting it?
My partner flirting back. Oh, I'm
If you
checking.
flirting back,
Goodbye.
I'm on your head. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Quit your job today.
All right.
All right, last one.
Last one.
They go out salsa dancing weekly with their regular partner and it's not you. You don't dance at all. You checking it or respecting
Well,
it?
we already been down the dance.
No, this salsa. It's not Latin or it's not competing.
What kind of-
So this is a little different. And this is every week you going out
Well, you already in
with a
trouble.
regular partner.
You already in trouble. I'm checking that from the get. You are from the jump street. You already in trouble. Goodbye. The letter's in the mail.
Oh my God.
And there's no check with it.
I love it.
There's no check with it either. You are hasta la vista. Okay. Sayonara. You're out. Goodbye.
Oh man, I love it.
All right. This is TJ Hemphill.
And Kimmy Command.
Seasoned and Spicy. We will see you next week. Same time, same place, my friends. Peace.